Well, good morning, and thank you for joining us today. I'm John Halakowski, Director of the Arizona Department of Transportation, and I want to welcome you all to this event. This is a watershed event for Interstate 17. As you know, I-17 is an essential highway that connects not only people and communities, but also serves our state as a vital tourism and commerce corridor. We're here today because we're excited about the planned improvements and the impact that they're going to have for our travelers and the citizens of Arizona. I'd like to quickly thank the staff from the outlets at Anthem for their assistance with this event. This location couldn't be a better place to help illustrate the impact of our future improvements. We're right near the spot where I-17 narrows down to 2 lanes in each direction. You're going to hear more about the project specifics in just a bit, but drivers in this area are certain to benefit from the planned construction of the 3rd lanes here between here and Black Canyon City. Right now, I'd like to introduce the man who's making all of this possible, Governor Doug Ducey. Thanks to his support in the state budget, which includes an investment of $130 million by our state legislature, we're able to move this project forward. Governor, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Thank you very much, Director Halakowski. Thank you, everyone, for coming out today. I want to say a special thanks to the outlets at Anthem for hosting us today. And Arizona is incredibly proud to be one of the fastest growing states in the nation. It gives us all kinds of opportunities. Young families, people, retirees, entrepreneurs. Every day our state is welcoming hundreds of new residents from all different walks of life. And what are they finding here? They're finding new jobs, fresh beginnings, and unparalleled opportunity to live the American dream. As Arizona continues to grow, our state is investing in critical infrastructure with an eye towards our future. This summer, the State Transportation Board approved a plan to invest $4.6 billion in Arizona's highways, bridges, airports over the next 5 years. In addition, we are making record investments in preserving our roads, projects like filling potholes and repaving highways. Today, we're here in Anthem off the I-17 to highlight Arizona's largest infrastructure investment of 2019. $130 million to add a 3rd lane in both directions along the vital commerce corridor between Anthem and Black Canyon City. On a busy weekend, I-17 sees more than 50,000 vehicles per day. And with this new expansion, I-17 will be less congested and safer than ever before. For families, that means more time in Sedona, in Prescott, in Flagstaff, all over northern Arizona in Coconino County or Yavapai County, and less time spent in traffic or stuck in accidents. And it also means a greater peace of mind along this busy stretch of highway. I want to point out this expansion project is a true collaboration and investment on the local, state, and federal levels. I think when I got out of Maricopa County and was visiting Yavapai and Coconino County last year during the election cycle, this was the most asked question about Arizona's commitment to infrastructure going forward. So to that end, I want to thank the Maricopa Association of Governments for its $50 million investment in this project. It will truly benefit all the citizens and visitors to our state. The state of Arizona is grateful for all the ways your association helps our communities thrive, and we look forward to more partnerships with you in the future. I also want to thank Director Halakowski and his team at ADOT, along with our federal partners and our congressional delegation. I want to say a special thank you as well to our Director of Tourism, Debbie Johnson, and our leader in public safety in Arizona, Director Frank Milstead. With this investment, Arizona is building better roads for a better future with more to come. I also think this is a real example of what we can do from a bipartisan perspective in Arizona, getting the work of the citizens of Arizona done even in this tough environment. I want to thank everyone, and with that, I want to turn it back to Director John Halakowski. Director?
Thank you, Governor, and thank you for mentioning the incredible partnerships that we've had both our private sector and our public sector have really come together for this project. ADOT's been studying the I-17 corridor for a long time. It is the major north-south route for highway travelers, and we are well aware of the backups that occur whenever there's a closure, often for crashes in disabled vehicles or for brush fires, and these closures are required. But they occur too frequently, and while ADOT and the Department of Public Safety and local first responders do their best to reopen the highway, there are just times when drivers and their passengers have waited for hours for these lanes to open up again. Finding a solution has been a challenge, but we believe the plan we have in place will help keep traffic moving and, most importantly, will improve safety. There are two essential components to our plan that involve the 23 miles of I-17 that stretches between Anthem Way and Sunset Point. From Anthem Way to Black Canyon City, we'll be widening I-17 from 2 lanes in each direction to 3. Between Anthem Way and Sunset Point, we'll be using an innovative system called flex lanes. That will be available for use depending on need. For example, they will double our capacity to 4 lanes on northbound on a Friday, or 4 lanes southbound on a Sunday. Or if a closure occurs in the existing lanes in either direction, we plan to keep those flex lanes available to keep traffic moving. Construction is expected to begin by 2021 and be complete in 2023. While the new lanes can't prevent all the closures or delays from happening, increased traffic capacity will improve the movement of people and products along I-17. This project represents a major investment, and again, I want to thank all of our partners in this effort. We've had a lot of help to get to this point. We've had tremendous support from Maricopa Association of Governments. As the governor mentioned, they're providing $50 million to help the funding of widening the I-17 between Black Canyon City and Anthem. I also want to publicly thank our partners in the Federal Highway Administration for recently awarding ADOT with a $90 million Infrastructure for Rebuilding America grant for this project. As I mentioned earlier, the state budget approved by the legislature and signed by Governor Ducey included an investment of $130 million in state funds to allow the full construction of the 3rd lanes between Anthem Way and Black Canyon City as part of the larger project. I want to remind everyone, ADOT's #1 goal is safety. These improvements will help us get traffic moving quicker after incidents occur. We ask people to please stop speeding and driving aggressively or driving distracted. Those types of dangerous driving behaviors are what have led to so many of the crashes along this corridor. Once construction starts, we'll need you to practice patience. Pay attention to signage, and please slow down in the work zones. Getting people home safely includes our workforce, and our true north for everyone is safely home. Now I want to take a moment and welcome Prescott Mayor Pro Tem, Dr. Billy Orr, to the stage. Dr. Orr, or Mayor Orr, sorry. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Nice to have you here.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, I am Mayor Pro Tem for the City of Prescott and the Chair of Central Yavapai Metropolitan Planning Organization, lovingly known as SIMPO. It is my honor to be here today to represent the citizens of Prescott and also Yavapai County. Governor Ducey, I want to commend you for your leadership and for prioritizing this expansion of I-17. Along with many other significant investments that you have made in the Arizona's Central Highlands. We've been blessed to have you visit Prescott often, and this expansion shows how you have listened and responded to the citizens in our communities. We appreciate that the highway safety was always your top priority, and thank you very much for that. Prescott is very proud to welcome tens of thousands of visitors from all over the world. They come to experience our beautiful Four Seasons, magnificent mountains, our historic Courthouse Plaza, Western Heritage, our unique granite dells, and 100-plus miles of trails in our system. Most of all, they come to experience Whiskey Row, and we have a good time there. Most of our visitors make their way to Prescott by Phoenix Sky Harbor on I-17 coming to Prescott. While many folks travel I-17 in the summer to get away from the heat in the valley, we're also very lucky that we are Arizona's Christmas city, and we welcome everybody also during the cold winter months and Christmas. I often warn our visitors that many of them will fall in love with our little piece of heaven and want to move there permanently, and that's exactly what happens. While tourism is a major key to our economy, I-17 is also a critical route for the thriving commerce in the Prescott region. With over 150,000 residents in our region, 10,000 plus businesses, I-17 is a critical piece of the infrastructure bringing goods, supplies, and people to our area. Many of these people coming to our area are students, college students. We're blessed to have 3 top colleges in our area, Yavapai College, Prescott College, and what I like to call Prescott University, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, which has now just been recognized for the 3rd year in a row as the top aeronautical engineering school in the nation. We welcome 5,000 students from all over the country and the world to study in the city of Prescott, and they all use I-17. Governor, thank you for your laser focus on our economy. As Arizona continues its impressive growth, Prescott is poised and excited to welcome new businesses, residents, and visitors. This I-17 expansion will empower our community to do just that. And I just have to recognize that we were just named to be the region in the city where Aviation, the Israeli company that's producing the all-electric airplane, will soon produce that airplane in the city of Prescott. My thanks again to everyone that's involved in this project, ADOT, SIMPO, MAG. It could never have happened unless we had all come together. This will truly increase the quality of life for all of the citizens of Prescott and the region. Governor, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. And I just have to caution you, although visiting Whiskey Row may be one of Prescott's main attractions, please get a designated driver or wait until the next day to head back down to the valley. And, you know, speaking of that, you might just run into one of the next gentleman's staff along the way if you do drive after you visit Whiskey Row. I'd like to introduce our partner in public safety, someone who I've worked with over the years and come to know and really respect, Director Colonel Frank Milstead. Frank?
Good morning. Thank you for being here and celebrating this moment, where the governor's job is to galvanize disparate parties together to fund these projects, and Director Halakowski's job is to design and construct these roadways. My job is to make sure that you all get to travel on safely and that you get from point A to point B with as little interruption as possible. I would remind everybody that 40% of all the collisions that take place on I-17 are speed related. 90% of all the collisions that take place are driver error. If everyone works together and realizes that driving's a little bit like dancing, you got to get along with your partner and use the roadway together, we all can get where we're going safely. We've worked very hard over the last number of years to clear roadways as quickly as possible. Right now, the average collision on I-17 is cleared within 25 minutes. That does not count the fact, though, that there are fatal collisions and serious injury collisions or collisions involving motor carrier that we just can't open the roadways till tow trucks are on scene. This new revision to I-17 and these new pieces of roadway will create an opportunity to clear roadways faster, but it also creates an opportunity for us to make sure that as we move speed limits around during holiday weekends, that everyone gets to where they're going safely. So for that, thank you. Thank you, Governor, for your work on bringing these parties together to fund this. And Director Halakowski and I will work feverishly to cooperate and get people moving through the construction zone over the next several years. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Milstead. Next up is a person who just has done a fantastic job in opening our state up to tourists, our tourism director, Debbie Johnson. Director?
Thank you. Good morning. For many Arizonans, I-17 represents something special. It's the road that takes them to NAU to begin that first new semester. It's the interstate they drive with their kids bundled in the back seat to experience the first snowfall. It's the route that they take as they visit one of our many beautiful state parks, landmarks, and attractions. It's the link to their favorite shops, businesses, and annual events. It's the way to home, family, and so many unique, diverse communities in our state. For our out-of-state visitors, I-17 is the one they use to explore Arizona, including one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, our very own Grand Canyon. They also discover so many memorable places and experiences which translate to a direct benefit for our state and local economies. This key commerce corridor also plays a vital role in moving products throughout the state and on towards regional and international markets. It's truly tough to overstate how important I-17 is to Arizonans. But as we all know, and as Frank mentioned, when an emergency situation occurs, the backup can extend for miles, causing delays in both time and money. That's why these planned improvements are so exciting. The addition of a third lane between Anthem Way and Black Canyon City, along with these innovative flex lanes between Black Canyon City and Sunset Point, they're going to help keep our traffic moving and our visitors traveling. On behalf of our residents and visitors, I want to extend a special thank you to Governor Ducey, along with ADOT and all of the partners who are working to make sure that this project moves forward. Not only do these improvements help increase capacity and enhance safety, they represent an investment in our state and its future. Thank you.
So thank you, Director, and I want to thank everybody for coming today. If you have technical questions about the construction and how the flex lanes will work, we have our Deputy State Engineer here today, Steve Boshin. Steve, hold up your hand. He's right there behind the cameras. And again, I want to thank the Governor, our legislature, our partners at MAG, our local governments, and also our partners in the contracting industry. Working together with our State Board of Transportation, we have made this happen. Thank you very much for coming.